Welcome to Toffee Blue View, your source for all things Everton. I'm Gerry. Well, I guess I'm partly me. My voice is crap again. Here's David. Here's Max. David also under the weather. Max is just strong as ever. He's consistent. His health is perfect.
Don't jinx me.
More reason. I mean, all the kids go wild for Max in the street, and he's healthy. Come on. Anyway, all right.
Wait, look at Max's face going red again already.
That's the only reason I mentioned it is because I wanted to see the Max blush.
Max blush, yeah.
All right.
Blush.
So we are going to talk transfers. However, we're going to talk outgoing transfers today because we haven't really covered that much. And right now, the only incoming transfer that there's any real substance to has been Cenk Tosun, who hopefully will be confirmed later on today, which would be awesome. But yeah, outgoings. We need to start with the most obvious one. All right, I think we're all big supporters of Ross Barkley, but today Big Sam said that it seemed like the club had already been resigned to losing him when Big Sam even got there. So there's not a whole lot he can do. So he's thinking Ross is off. There's a lot of rumors going around as to why Ross is off. I don't really know if we need to go into that because some of it is like pretty personal to him. I mean, all of it is. And some people think it's because he's taking a lot of flack from supporters because he's local. And then there's some other stuff that's kind of sketchy, and there's no way of proving it, so I'm not going to go into it. But where's Ross going to go? That's probably the best way to say it.
Well, it is make or break, isn't it? Really, it's either sign the contract or get off. So, yeah. And the more time drags on, the more kind of insulting it is to Everton and Evertonians that he just seems to be winding down his contract and looking to get a move on better personal terms. I think the obvious choice is Chelsea because we know the interest is there. To be honest, it just seems a matter of whether or not Ross wants to go, which I hope not, because I do feel like he could be a pivotal player in the squad. But if he doesn't want to stay, then if you don't want to play for the football club, then on your way, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Simple as that.
So for you guys, because I feel like for you guys it's important to answer this. For me, I'm not sure how I feel about it. But you got a player who's been developed at Everton for 14 years? A lot of years, basically. Come through the club. The club has supported him. They love him. And now he's kind of winding his contract down. He's going to go for way less than he would have in the summer. There are rumors that he may be the reason he didn't finish the Chelsea transfer is he secretly wanted Spurs. I have no idea if that's right or not, but I've heard those rumors before. And then there's rumors that he couldn't have passed the medical anyway, so whatever. And now I'm also hearing that Man City are interested. All right, I've heard Chelsea, Spurs, Man City. So for you guys, you've been supporters for since you can remember, all right? Yeah. Does it piss you off that Ross would possibly be winding down his contract, or are you guys like, you know what, he's a kid and these things happen?
No, so here's my issue with Ross, right? The problem is, as you said there, you've got about 5 different stories. And there's another 5 out there that we probably haven't even heard. Ross has not come out and said a thing for about 12 months. This has been coming and rolling on month after month. And, we had that debacle in the summer. That even now, nobody knows what's going on. He come out and put a tweet out, but it made no sense because we were getting conflicting information from all angles. If he wants to go, which I believe he does, then just do everyone a favour and say that you're going. Go and try and get some money off someone. Another club, sorry. But it's pretty evident for me that he is not staying because he hasn't said a tap. He hasn't, he could just sign the contract. It is, I couldn't put it any simpler. Just sign the contract and it's done. And I was talking to a mate about it the last home game. I said, Allardyce doesn't know what's going on. And the way they talk, it's like they're two strangers that never see each other.
Yeah.
They're working in the same place every day. How can you not know what's going on? Like, why is Allardyce or another official at the club, not just pulling them in and just saying, what are you doing about your contract? Are you signing, yes or no? It's like eggshells and the pink elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about. And it's a farce for me now. And I think he's burnt a lot of the bridges, Barkley. And everyone knows how much of a fan I was of him. I still am, but at the end of the day, I don't think he warrants this kind of behaviour. I think life will go on without him quite easily. So, disappointed, yeah, but whatever.
I know, it's kind of just to play devil's advocate, just a bit really. The moments where Ross is, well, arguably the age he is now, is when really he should be coming into his footballing prime, and just especially the last few seasons, they've been really hectic years in the club's history. So I know that won't do him no favours. I know it'd probably be a lot better for him if he was going through this period under the stability of Moyes, the kind of the era of Moyes and the stability that the club had there. But I think obviously I think everyone kind of gathered there was clear conflict between Ross and Koeman when Koeman was at the club. But I think Martinez overexposed him and Koeman kind of given too much of a cold shoulder. Where now, as David said, you've got Sam who's talking about him like he's distant from him, which I'm not so sure. Obviously, I think Sam knows, and he will be questioned on Ross. So whether he actually does know Ross' decision and he just wants to keep it private, I don't think we'll know. We'll obviously never know that unless he does come out with it. But I've got a feeling that Sam knows that Ross just doesn't want to be here.
Yeah, that's been my impression, is that when Sam came in, they told him what was happening. They told him what Ross really wants. And you notice his language in the beginning was, I haven't met with Ross yet. He could have been told by the club, hey, we're pretty certain Ross wants to leave. He said, I haven't met with Ross yet. And I think personally it's actually good for value, for Ross's value, for Sam to talk like Ross is still in his plans, because if you just come out and say Ross is gone, he's not happy, they can these clubs can kind of undercut us. But I don't think that even matters as much right now, because he'll leave for free at the end of the year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and today it was pretty a defeatist conference, I thought, where he basically come out and said, without having to say it, that he is going. Yeah. I mean, touching on your point, Max, I agree totally that it hasn't been it has been an unstable few years for us. But I mean, any club he goes to, he's going to have to deal with that. There's not really any club in the Premier League who hasn't had this kind of time of turmoil, really. So I wouldn't be surprised if he had kind of got a bit fed up with things and maybe took that mentality, but. He's in for the rude awakening wherever he goes, because every club's like that. Man City was in transition last year, or the year before. United have been doing it since Ferguson. All the big clubs do it. So, I don't know. I just can't get my head around it. He's not going to start anywhere else. He's just not in that position right now. The top six are too strong at the moment to walk in and nail a position down straight away. So he's going to be working from the bench for however long, and then you've got to try and impact, and these have all great players in these positions already, so I just can't see how a move's going to be successful for them.
Yeah, I get a feeling, I don't know, I get the feeling he's been tapped up by Spurs. I think that's where I think he's going. Like, I think that
does he even get in their team?
I think what he's thinking, though.
It's a good play. And I think I kind of know where Gerry's going. It's kind of like the ideal place for an English player to go with. Pochettino. I mean, I know we kind of we always go, stop calling him young. He's not young anymore, but he's still kind of got this untapped potential. So Pochettino seems to be that man that can kind of just drag great potential out of players, but the state that's in, the state that Everton are in now, it would really speak volumes of Ross's character to stay and work his way back into the starting 11 and just be a real important player in turning the form around. And, you know, because as David said, we are going through kind of a period of turmoil. So if Ross can kind of wake up a little bit and say, you know what, I want to be one of these players that kind of drags Everton out of this situation, then that's what I'm in favour of.
You could still get a move. Need further down the line. Why would he could just easily sign a contract now with a clause in it, nothing excessive, and play for another 2 years, get back to his best, fulfill his potential, and then go and live this dream move he wants. But at the moment, it feels like he's just rushing out the club for anyone who'll really take him out that top 6.
Yeah, it does feel like he's rushing out. It does feel like he made the decision a while back, and nothing was going to change his mind either. I don't know what I was gonna say. You're totally right about Poch dragging out potential. I think Poch, someone has gotten to Barkley and said, "We have a plan for you." But anyway, Chelsea, Spurs, Man City. I'm thinking Spurs, but you know, we'll see. Chelsea are the ones who've actually registered most interest. Next, Kevin Mirallas. West Ham, Olympiacos, Galatasaray, all of those clubs have registered an interest in Mirallas. I think I speak for all of us when I say, bye, Kev, we liked when you scored goals, but we didn't like when you yanked the penalty out of Baines' hand. Okay?
Yeah. That seems There seemed to be in the moment, didn't it, where it kind of spoke volumes of his character.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the whole Mirallas saga has been stale for a long time now. He's never gonna influence the squad in any great manner. So just let him go and finish his career somewhere else.
Yep. I'm gonna go through the rest of these super quickly. Sandro has been linked with Valencia, Malaga, Sevilla, and Villarreal. There we go. However, I've heard that most of these are Big Sam has come out and said, we're not doing any loans.
Yeah, he doesn't want a loan deal. He wants them to go permanently, if any.
So that wasn't him saying, no, Sandro's not going anywhere. He was saying, if these players go, it'll be on a permanent. So,
yeah, that is something that I didn't like. I've got to be quite honest. As I was listening to it, you know, as David said, it seemed to be kind of Allardyce was just kind of in defeat, really. Just saying, you know, just come at us with your best offer, and if we can work something out, then we'll work something out. And that's just something that I'm really worried about, because as he said as well in that press conference, even before he came, the club's recruitment seemed to be all over the place, trying to find a striker, which they've failed to do so until now. And we're still trying to get across the line.
You know why I think you don't like it? Because I'm in the same boat. Because I think that we kind of still see Allardyce as this caretaker manager. Yeah. So that idea of him kind of offloading some potential gems for the long term would piss us off big time. So yeah, I don't want Sandro to go anywhere just yet. Even Klassen, I don't want him to go anywhere either. I'm sorry if I've jumped the gun there, Gerry, but
oh no, I mean with Klassen,
I feel like you can't talk about one without the other when it comes to those two at the moment.
It's what it's turning into. I mean, there have been the rumors with Klassen are whispers. I'm not even going to mention what they are. They're tiny. They're more just like, I heard Klassen and Schneiderlin might be going, and it's not concrete. Nothing. Same with Besic. I heard Besic might be off. Nothing concrete. No idea. Okay. The only more concrete stuff I've heard, Lennon, supposedly Burnley are getting an offer together to buy Lennon. Okay. No idea. When I say concrete, I read a story on it. You know what I mean? That's it. Gethin Jones, he's probably going to Fleetwood, which he's a young guy. I think a lot of people would say he's a good young player. I'm a little surprised by this, but maybe he's pushing for it. Maybe he's ready.
I'd let him go.
Yeah,
I think he's a good player, but that's just sadly the path 90% of academy players have to go. They have to go down and work their way back up.
Yeah. And Barnsley made an offer for Joe Williams, and we turned it down. They might make another one, who knows. And you always hear rumors about. There was one lone rumor about Balassi that Big Sam talked about today, which is not happening. So yeah, rumors about Nias, rumors about Robles, Stecklenburg, all these things, but they're not concrete. They're not real. Okay, they may be real one day, but they're not yet. All right. So, I think I covered like everything here.
Yeah.
I think.
Good work, Gerry.
Yeah. I guess that's it. If you're digging the videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, we put out a lot of Everton stuff. You should subscribe so you can hear more of it and watch more of it and all that stuff. Leave a comment. We like to connect. We all respond all the time. Check out David's stuff on the Sportsman and the Toffee Blues website. Check out Max's stuff on the Toffee Blues website. Check out the Toffee Blues website. A lot of work is being put into to that site right now. Check it out. You can see pretty much everything there. Also find the Toffee Blues on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Enough plugging. No more plugging.
Back to bed.
That's right. Time for me to take some meds. No, I have to edit. Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah. Take some meds and edit. These could be fun videos. All right. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Right. Bye.